Welcome back to the show, Lemonade with the Seth brothers. For the first time, we have not one, not two, but three rock stars from the Seth brothers team. To my left, we have Ed, Super Ed in the house.
Thank you.
Next, we have Elizabeth Sin City. And last but not the least, we have Rod Seth with the lemon shirt on Lemonade with the Seth brothers. Raj, how you doing today?
I'm having a lemonific day.
That's what I'm talking about. Guys, for the last hour or so, we've been talking to each one of you guys. You shared your story. Ed, when you first came to America, did not speak a lick of English. You were bullied by your friends who used to play soccer with you. Your teacher used to call you Apple because that was the only word you said besides yes and no. Elizabeth, you grew up in a motel. You would see people come in and out. You were married, then separated, then you fell in love with someone. That person unfortunately passed away. And now you paint love.
Yes.
You paint things that reflect your inner voice, which is love. Rod said, lemons thrown at you, went to college, changed your major, lost your dad, moved to Houston. You've been in a shift mindset for all these years. And you inspire kids, talk to them, engage with them, ask them why questions. Each one of you has such unique stories, such unique lemons thrown at you. But the bond that connects us today is what we believe in each other. Who wants to go first? Who wants to share a few more things with us?
Raj, since he was last, yes.
All right, Rod, set the house.
First to last. No, I just think our environment is probably one of the biggest things that really do shape our mindsets nowadays, and even more so. Just with the world that we're in and the distractions and things like that exist, we have to constantly put ourselves in the right environment to get in the right mindset. And I think that's why I've also just been successful, is being around successful people. What's the thing? If you want to be successful, hang out with successful people.
Correct.
Right? Say what they say, learn what they learn, and do what they do. So I think I've really learned a lot from that, and I'm only looking forward to building on it.
I think in the last few months, we partnered with Thomas Blackwell, international speaker, book writer, and we met him a few months back, came to Houston, did a session for us, one in October, one in November, and he truly has changed. In fact, our producer here tonight, Natasha, has seen him in action. What did you get out of the session, Ed?
Oh my
Super
gosh,
Ed?
so much.
What did you get out of it?
Just hijack it
go
for
ahead.
one
Yes.
moment.
Go ahead.
I've now seen Thomas Blackwell, I think, 4 times.
Yes.
And the very first time I heard him, back in March or April, I've never felt so... no one's resonated with me like that. You know, he was listing off all these things that you should try and do in life. And I was like, I do that, I do that, I do that, I do that. And it just gave me a confidence that I usually don't get out of speakers, right? Because I'm always like, oh, I don't do that, I don't do that, I don't do that. And now when I listen to speakers, I have that confidence that, you know, I do half of that stuff, I just have to do it better.
So true.
So yeah.
In fact, Elizabeth, you
Thank
were
you.
sharing with us, you know, this is Thanksgiving time.
Yes.
Christmas time.
Oh my
Stay
gosh.
positive. And one thing Thomas said to us, you cannot have light and darkness at the same time.
Exactly.
You can be happy and grateful and depressed at the same
my
time.
gosh.
And during this session, he forced all of us to write down on a piece of paper what we were grateful for. And he said, in the whole room, the whole attitude was uplifted.
Yes.
When you say you're grateful for being alive, grateful for your family, grateful for whatever it may be, once you put that down and verbalize it, it's hard for you to be in a negative or depressive mindset. And that's a simple concept, but you know, we go about our life every day, 9 to 5, run around, all the business we run through, but we forget about simple things. Being grateful, be thankful of what we have. And we always are crying, cribbing about what if this, what if that, what if I had that. I know you shared,
Yes.
Elizabeth, about your challenges, and you said things that you want to share today on the show was being grateful, the
Yes.
gratitude.
Gratitude,
right?
absolutely.
How do you relate that to what Thomas trained us on last few months?
Well, I mean, one of the things I got the most out of was just your choice of words and what you say and what you speak and how you think. when you're in a state of depression, when you're so down and you don't see any way out, you don't give yourself that opportunity to feel uplifted because you feel so in a state of despair. But my desire to get out to you guys, please, during Thanksgiving, during the holidays, this is the hardest time of the year, I know, for many, many people. And what I want to say is get out of that mindset of, and you know what it is? It's fear. It's fear of the unknown. And if I, like I said, in that, you know, when we're talking, if I only knew what was to come, what was to happen, I would realize that there's so much more. There's so much more. And you know what? There was nothing lost. There was nothing lost. There was only something gained. And that's the thing that you have to realize. There was only something gained.
Gained. Love it.
That's right.
Super Ed, share your thoughts with us.
So for me, what I took away from Thomas Blackwell, I mean, everything's amazing, but what resonated the most with me was people tend to act how you speak to them. So that to me just meant a lot, because sometimes you catch yourself being rude or mean even to your loved ones.
Yes.
And they're going to act the way that you talk to them. So I found that I could be kinder in the way I talk to people, even in general. Like when you work retail, a lot of customers speak to you rude, so you don't want to help them. So if you're nicer, I mean, you're going to more inclined to help people, talk to people that mean something to you nicely, and you're going to see their attitude change. I've applied it to my life, and literally Change Your Language, Change Your Life is the title of his book, and it has changed my life. So Thomas is an amazing speaker.
It's incredible. And even
message.
at these times, you know, we say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. But these are things that happen because of the season or time of the year. But when you ask someone, actually do that next Monday. Find 10 random people in the elevator, at a store, and ask them, how's your day going? I can promise you, half of them are going to say, oh, it's Monday. I'm back at work. It could have been better. Right? And you ask them, how is the day going on a Friday? Oh, it's Friday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Their mindset shifts based on the day of the week.
Yeah.
They're allowing external factors to determine their mindset. When you wake up in the morning and you say it's Monday and it's going to be a terrible day because I'm back from my long weekend or whatever, what are you telling your body? What are you telling your ship? You know what? It's going to be a bad day. I'm going to be struggling to stay awake. Or whatever it may be. But when you tell your body, your mind, it's going to be a great day, just by greeting correctly, how you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Or I'm doing great. You're uplifting yourself. You send that right vibration out. Go ahead, Raj.
What I also picked up the last time I heard him, it's like, Kunal, how is your amazing day going? Right? I set the tone. You immediately change whatever's been on your head. Hey, you know what? It is an amazing day. And then that's where we start the conversation. So that's something I'm trying to incorporate more just in my everyday interactions with people.
It's verbal. It's also body language. People ask, how did they go? And people say,
Shoulder down.
what do I tell you? Where do I start? क्या बताऊं मैं आपको? मेरा दिन कैसा जा रहा है? Come on. I say, let me teach you. All right, guys.
Let's see.
Hindi 101.
Go for it.
क्या बताऊं मैं आपको? Elizabeth, your turn.
What do I say?
क्या
बताऊं
बताऊं मैं
मैं
आपको?
आपको.
Raj, come on, say it.
ये शादी खत्म.
Love it. What you guys said was, what do I tell you? I'm not in the right state of mind. But when you start with the right mindset, right energy, right excitement, it's hard to stay in a depressed mindset or a negative mindset. Failures, curveballs are here to stay. COVID-19 happened. We're still dealing with it. Few years back, we had Harvey in Houston. Things are going to keep happening. What are you doing every day to correct yourself? Every time you're going to say negative, pause, think, ponder. Because we're all adults over here, but we have kids. People look up to us. In your households, you are still happily married.
No kids yet.
Double dinks. You know what dinks means? Double income, no kids. D-I-N-K-S.
Oh, I guess now I do.
That's a terminology. Dinks. He's dinking. Double income, no kids.
And you know, I was going to say, when you do good, it domino effects. It goes back to other people and it keeps growing. Like today, I was at the grocery store. I was missing 11 cents. Oh my gosh. And some lady, she's like, oh, I'll give you the 11 cents because I was digging in my purse and I was like, oh, I know I can find it. And then I was digging and I couldn't find it. But she gave me the 11 cents. And that just made me feel so good. It was just a small little token. You give somebody a token, they give you something back. It's just, it grows. It's just, you got to let it grow. You don't just give and then not expect it to grow. It's gonna grow.
You know what, Gillespie, you're so right. There's a philosophy. The givers gain the most. The takers go so far. When you have a giving mindset, giving attitude, whether it's giving away the positive mindset or energy or even wealth, whatever it may be, or strategies, or you know, your secret sauce. When you give, the universe has a way of evening out things. Divine force, God, Bhagwan, Allah, Jesus Christ, whoever you believe in, is watching and learning from you.
Yeah.
When you give, there's plenty of abundance of success in life. It's going to come back to you.
And I think, you know, just to hijack and jump in, I think it's that environment that we have at work that has changed me beyond things, right? That's a place where there are people just giving inspiration, giving information, giving ideas, and in turn, like you were saying, as a domino effect, it inspires you to give.
Yes.
Right? Now you have some perspective, you have some insight that you can give back and share. I mean, honestly, like the most successful change that I made this year and need to still be more consistent with is just being at the office.
You know, you're so right.
Being in an environment
Yep.
with like-minded people, with like-minded goals, pushing each other. And it's not a competition, although I have won producer lunch of the month, producer lunch of the month, whatever.
It's coming up. But you're right, Raj. It's
but
the
it
environment.
just inspires you.
You know,
and it
COVID-19
changes your
taught
language.
us that it's virtual, stay at home, and do all those things. But we have a 6,500 square feet office in Sugarland. We are there every day. Not because I need to be there or we need to be there, but being in the office, having a mindset. We are realtors. We could very well work out of our home, out of our car. You know, show homes, do all the business.
And you know, you guys had a guest a few weeks ago, Ravi Thakur.
Yep.
Who's a builder inside the Loop. You know, does new builds as well as custom homes. And I remember listening to his show, and he just kept talking about being lonely. Being an entrepreneur is lonely. And I called him the next day, or I was texting him that night, and I'm like, dude, you made it sound like really sad to be an entrepreneur. But then, you know, you start thinking about it, and it is, right? Like, you're the last guy. The buck stops with you. And that's why I think even more so to kind of keep putting yourself into, like, a great environment. Like an environment of greatness.
I mean,
a bunch of entrepreneurs together.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
So to that, I want to add that I like to go to the office because I don't consider myself successful yet. Like, I'm working to be there. So I surround myself by people that are. And the work ethic that the Seth brothers have, to me, is like, it's crazy. So you see that you have no choice but to work to that, to be like them, right? Because a lot of people work from home, you get distracted, you go walk the dog, you go whatever. When you're in the office, you're there just to work. Like,
you can walk in life. You come to the office, you better pick up the pace.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
got to get from that jog to not a full sprint. Right? I'm getting older. I can't do the full sprint. But you know, a nice
Absolutely.
pace. Yeah.
So yeah. And ask for help.
In the same talk, Thomas talked about the environment is the most critical thing. When you're in a toxic environment, you cannot be successful. The naysayers, the negative talks around you pulls you down. And that reflects when you go home or when you work with your clients. So surround yourself with right-minded people. When you do that, just your body language, your energy, your mindset gets elevated. So we all have had our own lemons in life, own challenges, but we are bounded together, being entrepreneurs, all four of us over here. Each one of us has a mindset of being first generational. You said Super Ed, first generational American, first generation entrepreneur. Elizabeth, first generational artist. right? First generation person who's gone through the adversities of being separated, losing a loved one, but you're still positive. Rod, share with us, where do you apply your first generational mindset? Or if you're not applying it, where's that missing, Raj?
I think that first generational mindset, I use it because I always am looking for an opportunity, right? I always see that there's an ability to connect dots. And, you know, anyone who knows me knows that I will offer someone something in their life to improve it. And it's interesting, you know, like we keep coming back to Thomas Blackwell, but, you know, he signs his books when you get one. And I made it a point to ask him to write in my book, do unto yourself what you do for others. Because again, anyone who spent time with me, I will make your life better. I'll find all those highlights, things like that. I need to give that back to myself.
I'm going to ask each one of you now,
yeah.
and think about what it wants for. What does success mean to you? Okay, it could be a financial number, it could be a state of mind, it could be whatever you see yourself accomplishing the next day, next week, next month, or next 10 years. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Super Ed.
Mine is to be able to take care of the people I care about. In this case, it would be my wife, Fatima, and my parents. You know, my parents sacrificed so much. They're older. They're still working because that's what they know to do. Work, work, work. So to me, success is being able to take care of them.
Wow.
And it'll be soon. So.
Thank you. Thanks for
Hey,
sharing.
this guy right here.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, would you like to go next?
Well, I'm engaged, so my goal is to obviously
To Nathan.
and I am obviously trying to, and we both have blended families, so my goal is to be able to buy a beautiful home that we can both live in, and so I would love, that would be successful for me as an accomplishment, but success overall to me that's more of a material level for me. On an emotional level, success to me is having a home, being happy, being in love, being around the people that love you, and just being in that realm and enjoying it because, you know, it's something that everyone wants to obtain, and I want you to know if you are you know, feeling like you can't get it, you can get it. You just need to change your mindset. That's it. You just need to change your channel. Stop thinking about things that way.
Hey,
Stop
just
feeling
because
that
she
way.
said change the channel, do not tune out of FM 103.5. I'm going to hunt you down. Stay in your channel your mindset, not the radio
The
station.
channel your mind, okay?
Also, if you want a home, I know a great realtor. I'll help you out.
That was mine.
Right here.
I need a 5-bedroom, by the way.
I got you.
Anybody who's thinking about selling a
That first
5-bedroom
generation
home,
mindset to
Call me.
interrupt.
we are going to
Raj
buy
said,
it.
how about for you? What does success mean to you, Raj?
I think success for me will be to have an amazing, productive day, and then repeat that the next day, and then repeat that the next day. When I can do that consistently, that's going to be the success for me.
Love it. So
Love
each
it,
day,
yeah.
you got to rinse, repeat. How is it? Rinse, wash, repeat?
Rinse, repeat.
Have you ever done laundry?
No. I can turn on and turn off the washer and dryer. But how much detergent? I have no idea.
I leave the clothes there and it's clean the next day.
Just come on,
yeah.
please. I love my wife, Chant. She's a lifesaver. But thanks for calling me out. I do not know how to do laundry. So, Raj, what you said was you got to have a productive day and then have the same productive day the next day.
Yeah.
So, in your life, is that going to happen before you turn into 2022? Are you on track to doing that? Where are you at with that productive day today?
I think where I'm at is identifying the day before what I'm going to do the next day.
Planning for the next day.
You have to.
That's good. Organization.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just playing defense the entire day. And, you know, that gets back to the time blocking, right? It's coming up with a game plan.
Exactly.
I'm going to be on offense for these parts of the day. And again, it's a lot. I can talk about anything. Anyone who knows me knows I can talk about anything.
I think that's important, like you're
Pen to
saying.
paper.
Like you have to have a plan. Like you can't just just say, okay, I'm not, I'm going to do this or that. You have to kind of have You yourself, you are your own guide. You have to guide you. So, the people you're around is an influence. Of course, you guys have already influenced me. I'm here, and I feel so much a part of the love and how everything is going at Seth Brothers. But I want to say, just try to plan things because it will help in the long run. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Don't forget to pull the trigger like Kunal says. Don't aim for too long.
Another thing, don't just think about what's going to happen the next day. You got to write it down.
Oh, that's a
You
good
got
one.
to put pen to the paper because then it becomes real.
And speak it. Speak it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Remember, Thomas Blackwell said,
There you
if
go.
you speak it, it will
Correct.
become.
Verbalize it.
Yep.
If you have a vision or a passion, or you're being bullied by someone or being put down
Speak it out.
don't just keep it in your heart. Verbalize it. And
Yes.
speak up to the bully.
So
Speak
now,
up to the situation.
are we going to start punching the lemons?
I mean,
Listen,
The lemon
these
comes out,
lemons
just
are
punch it.
what we make lemonade of. You don't punch them,
Oh,
Rod
goodness.
said.
Well, look at Eduardo and his success. He punched a big lemon
Super
right
Ed.
in the face.
In 2022, what is something you do different or better than what you did in 2021?
more structure, like what kind of Roger's talking about. To me, the other thing is structure and asking for help when I need it. I learned that because when I was younger, I didn't have a lot of guidance, like counselors in my high school in Harlingen. I mean, they don't really care. There was no like, hey, you should do this and that. But now that I have people that are successful like you guys around me, I need to ask for help. Because you guys are the experts in certain things. So I'm going to change that and then plan better, like you said, for the next day, attack everything day by day.
A lot of people are hesitant for asking for help. Makes them look weak.
Pride.
Yeah.
Right?
Pride
That
thing.
I can show someone that I need financial help or emotional help or need some guidance. I got it figured out. I'm old enough to figure it out. But you actually are not. There's always someone around you or someone you know directly or indirectly who can give you a piece of advice that you may not have thought about before. I mean, as expert as we are in what we do, we always have room for improvement. The challenge is this: most people don't seek out those opportunities.
Oh,
They
yeah.
stay in their shell. You know what? I can't let anyone know what I'm going through, the problems I have. If I let them know, I'll be vulnerable. Being vulnerable allows you to break out of the shell and be successful. I mean, I've been vulnerable all my life. I mean, growing up as a kid, as a young adult, coming to America, being in corporate America, being a realtor. But at the end of the day, if you believe in yourself and you do things, and whether you say it's going to be right or wrong, outcome is in your favor, not favor, but you believe in your decision-making process, right? That's the key. It's the confidence that you bring, and that confidence passed on to your customers, to your clients, to your spouse, to your kids, whoever's around you. So again, this is Thanksgiving time, Christmas about a month away. Let's be thankful for the blessings we have in our life. Let's be thankful for the opportunity that we have. Let's be thankful we all are healthy today. Let's be thankful that people around us are cheerful and happy. And that cheerfulness is what's going to bleed into happiness in Houston, in Texas, and in America. So make it a great day. Tomorrow when you wake up, don't say, oh, good morning. My day is going to be good. Say, my day is going to be fantastic. My day is going to be great. When you have that vibration of uplifting, people around you are going to soak that in. And no matter what mindset they're in, they're going to get uplifted. If you can uplift one person tomorrow, that one person could uplift someone. Elizabeth shared with us today at a grocery store. She was looking for 11 cents, insignificant amount of money. Someone gave that money to her to pay for a grocery bill. Could she have managed without it? Yes, of course. But that small act of kindness, 11 cents, which happened earlier during the today, she's talking about that on the show today and sharing with you. And that's going to go a long, long way. So figure out what act of kindness. It does not have to be financial help. It could be how you speak, how you exchange your ideas, not just with your clients and customers, but with your loved ones, with your spouse, with your kids, how you speak to them, how you engage with them. That's the thankfulness we should be cherishing. Guys, this was an amazing show. Raj, great having you on the show today. Elizabeth, loved having you. Super Ed, always good to see
Thank
you.
you.
Once we do this, let's go around. Raj, share your cell phone number and go one round. And any one last thing that you want to share. Go ahead, Raj.
Absolutely. First cell phone number, 713-487-7889. And I just I think what you offered for people to go out tomorrow and do, very, very, really positive and looking forward. Just go out tomorrow and ask everyone how their amazing day is going. Just see what happens. Just see the reaction you get. See where it leads to. So.
Love it, Raj. Elizabeth, your turn.
Okay.
First your phone number, and then final message.
All right. My phone number is 832-671-3826. And I just want to say, everybody has a story. When you meet someone, their story could impact you. Your story could impact them. You might be their angel. They may be your angel. They may be there to help you. You don't know. So have gratitude and be thankful every day for everyone you meet. And, if I can help you in any way, please call me.
Love it.
So my cell phone number is 956.
Where's that?
Harlingen. But I'm going to use it. 956-778-9443. And my final thing would be just to be kind, because you don't know what other people are going through at the moment. Sometimes you cut someone off in the road and you get mad. You don't know what just happened to them. So be kind, because someday that could be you. And it's just, again, it's contagious. It's not going to hurt anyone if everyone's nicer. Mm-hmm. So that's my biggest thing, to be kind to each other.
Yeah.
And
great message, Raj. Great message. Raj, Elizabeth, Super Ed, great message today, sharing with everyone on Facebook Live and on 103.5 FM. Be positive. Be grateful. Be thankful. And you wake up tomorrow, like Raj said, don't say, how you doing? How's your fantastic day going? How are you doing? I'm doing great. Start with a positive vibration, and things around you will get positive. Guys, this was Lemonade with the Seth Brothers. Thank you again, Raj. Woo. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Seth Brothers, thank you for
Super
having us
Ed on the show, guys. Lemonade with the Seth Brothers. Till we meet next week again at 7 p.m. Central Time on Hum FM 103.5 FM. Lemonade with the Seth Brothers.
Happy Thanksgiving!
6 days a week. All our shifts.